Hello, I'm Anes Chanel Ngitero, and today I'm going to discuss about an intervention to tackle the air pollution in India. As you know, air pollution is an issue that is increasing these days in India, and we are seeing many harms to the health of people as well as to the general life of people in India, such as like the delays of flights and trains due to different climate change that are happening in that country. And today I'm going to discuss about one of the interventions that they can take in order to reduce the air pollution in India. So the intervention that I'm planning to use to address the issue of air pollution is the mobility transition. This is like trying to foster people to use more public transportation, to depend more on public transportation rather than using their own cars, because one of the causes of the air pollution is like the vehicle emissions. So when there is a decrease of cars in the country, there can be a decrease in the vehicle emission. So this intervention is going to try to increase the public transport options and reduce the private transport, and this will lead to a decrease of vehicle emissions and traffic congestion. The mission and vision, the vision of the mobility transition is to reduce the mobility of cars, and the mission of this intervention is to increase the public methods and options in order to foster people to use them rather than using their own cars. So some of the stakeholders that will work in this intervention is the government. The government will be in charge of setting measures and policies to foster and improve the public transportation, such as setting prices, such as setting the number of people per seat, and also what is required for an agency to work there, and in general setting some policies to foster the creation also of public transport agencies. And there is also transport agencies. They will improve their transport conditions to make them safe and increase their cars to be able to transport a big number of people. So there is a need of transport agencies to improve their transportation conditions, such as replacing cars that are not in good conditions by replacing them by good cars, and also by trying to cope with technology, using cars that are having good technologies to help a good transportation of people. And also there is security agencies. These agencies will be in charge of controlling traffic jams, and also on the street controlling that drivers are having enough papers, and generally assuring that the security is good within the roads and streets of India. And also there is also industries, because there can be a need of factories supplying the quality buses and all of this. So there is a need of industries to participate in this intervention. So the intended outcomes, once the intervention will be implemented, so we are expecting to decrease the gas emission, and also we are expecting to decrease the traffic jam, because there will be a decrease of cars by replacing them by big buses, public transportation. And also we are also expecting to decrease the road accidents, because nowadays there are a lot of accident happening there because of traffic jams. So there will be a decrease of accident. Also we are planning to decrease the congestion in the city because of many cars. There is a congestion within the city, especially in New Delhi. So we are expecting also to decrease this congestion of cars in the cities. And also I'm going to talk about some smart indicators that will help us in our intervention. So the first one is the decrease of vehicle emission by 60% within 2 years. The second one is the increase in public transportation agencies and the competition within them. So because of the creation of a number of public transportation agencies. We are expecting to have a competition within them whereby public agencies will be like trying to provide like nice services rather more than others. Like there will be like mainly a competition because of the creation of a lot of public transportation agencies. So we are expecting the creation of at least 3 new agencies in each city of India and 10 new agencies in New Delhi, because there is this problem is more highlighted in New Delhi rather than other cities. And also we are expecting an increase in people using public transportation by 40% within 1 year. So we are now expecting that people who will be using public transportation will increase because the government will be in charge of trying to foster people to use more public transportation rather than their own cars. So some of the challenges that we're expecting to have within the implementation of this strategy or within the implementation of this intervention is like the long waiting times. So maybe there can be like long waiting times because mainly when there is like public transportation, people can spend like a lot of time waiting on lines, like trying to wait for public transportation cars to arrive. So this is one challenge that we are expecting. So to tackle that, we are expecting a good organization of transportation agencies, such as like setting times and places where they will reach their customers. And also we are expecting severe regulations of public transportation by the government and security agencies. So the government also will help with this issue. And also another issue that can be there is like the decrease of revenues within automobile industries. So the automobile industry will no longer be able to buy as they were buying in the past. So one of the solutions that we can propose to this issue is like to extend their market to other countries, trying to sell their product, the cars, within like other countries that are not having the same issue as India. So as a recommendation or the conclusion of the project is of this project or this intervention, I can say that one of the measures that can help people to take more the public transportation is like to increase the parking fees. So the government can try to increase the parking fees so that they can discourage people to use their own car. And also there is a need of community education and sensibilization to have to make people understand why they have to use public transportation. And also the government, there is a need of government support and the good policy making. So government has to make sure that they are facilitating agencies in their work, like reducing taxes, like fostering them to be more competent, like to regulate more the jams and all of this to increase the safety of people. And also they have to favorize or to favor people, the entrepreneurs, to create like the public agencies in order to offer to people or to the Indian community like the best services ever. So this is the end of this presentation. I hope you get how the intervention is going to be implemented and all of like the challenges and that we are expecting to have. Thank you.